Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be recreating some music from Spider-Man. Alright, so let's get started. So I've loaded up our film scoring tutorial template that we always use. I'm going to have this template available for anybody who wants to download it. It's available on my Patreon as well as this full-length tutorial where you'll see today's tutorial in a lot more depth and a lot more detail. There's also plenty more videos on there of different films and different soundtracks that you can check out. And thank you to everyone for all your support as well. It's been really great and I really appreciate it. So we're going to do like a Spider-Man medley today and just blend a few of the themes together. I've gone ahead and I've mapped out what I'd like to do today. So as you can see here, I've got the Tom Holland theme. And then we're going to go into Tobey Maguire. And then one that I really like is the video game, the Insomniac Spider-Man game for the PS4. I think that's going to be pretty cool. And then we're going to end with Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man. So I've done a few videos on how you can use a piano to map out your song structure first. I'll link that below in the description so you guys can have a watch. But today, just to save us a bit of time, I've mapped it all out already. I'll still go through it. I'll still show you guys all the notes that I'm playing and everything. But yeah, let's get stuck into it. And I think we'll have a lot of fun with this one today, guys. Alright, so what I want to do first is map out the drums. So there's a few time signature changes. So we go from 3/4 to 4/4, 3/4 to 4/4. There's a few changes. So what we can do first is I'm just going to play this piano version in the background. And we're going to start with the drums. And then we'll put in our basses. And just like we always do, guys, we'll start from the bottom of the orchestra, work our way up. We'll try not to make this sound exactly the same. We'll have fun with it and do our own thing. Alright, that's all we need because we're working with MIDI. And this is going to make our life a lot easier. So we're going to drag this through to here. And as you can see, I've put in all the markers. So we've got Tom Holland, Tobey, Insomniac, Amazing Spider-Man, and then we're going to end. But here, for Insomniac, it goes to 4/4. We're going to need some 4/4 drums. Alright, Amazing Spider-Man. We'll give him his own drums as well. Alright, so it's coming together. Now we're going to put in our basses. So basses, we're just going to have some long sustained notes to start with. Alright, then we go to Tobey. Now we're in the Insomniac. Alright, and then we go into Mr. Andrew. So feel free to take your screenshots, guys, or pause the video so you can use this as a reference for when you recreate the song yourself. Alright, so the boring part is almost over, guys. We've just put in our basses and our progression. And now we're going to go in and start having fun and putting in the rest of the orchestra. Alright, now let's get started. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to put in the main theme. So we've got the main theme in. Alright, so I've got that on our low horns. Now we want to put that on our higher horns. I'm not liking that lower octave, guys. Just want it to sound nice and bright in that mid-range. Now let's start working our way up. So I'm not listening to the actual song. I'm just going to go from my memory and just go by what I'm hearing in my mind. So, brass, short, let's go to our tubas. So let's maybe play the progression on this guy. Maybe we can do like some stabs. Now let's try do the same kind of thing on the strings, But maybe we can use here pizzicato. So when you're writing parts for each instrument, see if you can come up with little melodies that the players are going to play, because all these musicians are melody players. They don't just want to do long, boring notes the whole time. So if you give them something fun to do, it's going to make the song sound really full as well if you give them interesting parts to play. Alright, so let's put that in and see how it sounds. That, guys. Now let's put an octave higher on that. Alright, they're doing their thing quietly in there, but what I think we can do is put them on the violas and we'll get them playing that as an ostinato. So it's sounding a bit funky on its own, but once we layer this and we duplicate it and bring other instruments playing the same pattern, it should sound pretty cool. Alright, maybe we can chuck this now on the violins. Alright, now let's also put that main theme on some violins. Now at the top, I think we can have some nice violins doing the which I think is in the actual song as well. So we'll go to our second violins, ostinato. So we could do something like. Alright, now we're going to add in a few of these little notes going into this next part. And we want to harmonize these notes. So we're going to add E, G sharp, and a B. Cool. Alright, that sounds pretty cool. We'll put that on our trumpets as well. I'm liking this, guys. Now let's add in also some timpani drums. Liking it. Now let's see if there's something a bit like Spider-Man-y, maybe like some sort of percussion. So I really love this template. It's just everything's all there. Whatever you think of, if you want your brass or you want your woodwinds or you want a choir, it's all here. So feel free to download it, guys, and use it for your own tracks. I'll leave the link down below. Add in some cymbals. Let's see if we can add in, what have we got here? Flute Rips. Where are they? I like those. We haven't really used these before. Alright, we're going to move that up to our, let's put on our oboes as well. Alright, what I want to do is go to the horns nasty. We haven't put these guys in yet. And I like those little things here, but I think they should be in this section too. Alright, put them on our trumpets as well. Alright, now I want some swells on the horns there. Let's have a listen to what we've got so far. Alright, now let's get into Tobey's part. We're going to start with, this is my favourite part of the Tobey Maguire soundtrack. This is the film I grew up with. So here's my favourite Spider-Man. So I'm excited to do this section. I've never done this before. I've never done a Spider-Man cover. First thing, we're going to change our drums to a triplet feel. That's going to continue through. So put some volume, quantize these notes, Control A, Control U to quantize, and then this note, or this drum pattern, we're going to drag through to the end. Alright, so now let's put in that violin. Okay, sounds pretty cool. Let's see how it sounds with another octave. So the way I do that, guys, is just I hit Control A to select everything, and then hold Control, click and drag, and then just bring it down to the next octave. I actually like that. For this version, I'm thinking that's going to work. So my brother John actually helped me write this section yesterday. I told him I was going to do a Spider-Man tutorial, and he told me not to mention it, but sorry, John. I got to give credit where credit is due. So this section here is my brother. Got the first part. Now I kind of want that maybe an octave higher, so let's quantize those. So we're gonna add in probably a C sharp. So it's always good to remember what your progression is, and that's gonna help you figure out like what harmony notes to put in or what the full chord is. So if we open this and open our brass, you can see here what the chord is. So we've got a G. So here we can add in a G and possibly a D. Let's see how this sounds. It's good. And then we've got a D there. It's like a counter note. So G sharp, we can probably add in, what's in our basses? E. So in the middle here, we'll add in an E. That's sounding good. I don't know if we need something in the middle here. Let's see. Don't mind it. Okay, let's hear that with the strings. Now we want to beef up that bottom end a bit. Let's go to our tubas. Alright, we got that. Now let's move up to the high strings. There's a few counter melodies up there. Now we can probably add in, just to keep up the system that we've got on that previous Tom Holland part, we need our brass stabs. Right, now I've got an idea here to add in some rips. Alright, at that part, I want more drums. I think we've got to beef it up a bit more. So I'm going to go to the cello and I want it to play the progression. Alright, now let's record the top violin line for this part. Now let's see what we've got for our tubas. this part here, I want to put on the choir. Okay, we're going to move this guy up an octave. Alright, now for this part, we're going to play the emotional part of Tobey's theme, and it goes something like... Okay, now we're going to add in the harmony notes. Sound if we cut out the drums here. Want that also on our clarinets. I'm going to put the progression on some low horns as well, just very quiet in the mix. Liking that. Now we need to finish off this guy. So even though they're pretty quiet in the mix, they are doing something. So you can hear, like, as it gets to this part, the song sounds like it kind of drops a little bit. So we don't want that to happen. So we need to continue these instruments playing through. Alright, that's sounding better. Now let's go ahead and put this on our violas, and we'll put them an octave higher. I'm hearing this violin. So at that part, I want it to kind of build up on that next chord. Just that top note. So as we're going up. Let's see how this sounds. Alright, let's fill out this section a little bit with some more of the woodwinds. A lot of modern sounding soundtracks won't really feature the woodwinds up close, but they really do play an important role with thickening up the orchestra and adding that warmth. Alright, now let's add in some more cymbal hits just to glue it a little bit better. Almost done with this Tobey Maguire section, then we'll come back to it in mixing and polish it up. Alright, and then we're going to go into Insomniac. I'm excited to do this part. I really love the this Insomniac Spider-Man game. Now let's start with our main melody. So we'll go to our horns. Okay, I'm liking that. Now let's add in the progression on the tubas. This is really going to beef it up now. Alright, now let's see what else we can do. So let's move this lead onto our violins. think I want to bring back this shaker. Alright, now let's add in some layers. So when you're doing this, guys, just as always, just use your ear, just play what comes to you. So I'm hearing now some low. Liking that. Alright, now we're going to work on these violins. So let's go to let's try our violas. There we go. Now we're going to put this on our violins. Alright, sounding cool. Now we need one more thing for the second violins, 1 octave higher than that. And I think we're pretty good with this. We can add in a few more little layers. Something like this. This an octave down and see how the lower octave would sound with it. I'm gonna try to do some counter melodies here. So I'll load up a horn and see what else we can come up with. Alright, at that end part, we'll add in the choir. Or maybe we can add a choir through most of this, like halfway in. Could sound cool. Pretty sure in the game there's a choir. Can hear some violins there. Is it Fantastic Four? Might be a Fantastic Four thing. I'm not sure. It's some Marvel thing, but I'm liking it. Alright, so now we're going to get stuck into the Amazing Spider-Man. Now for this one I want to get a different kind of drum rhythm. So we can kind of maybe do like a bump, bump. James Horner, what a fantastic composer he was. Now let's go to our strings basses. I want to go to our, probably our pizzicato. And just accent that progression. And we'll try to get this part sounding a bit more classical, which will sound nice. Alright. Sounds a bit low, so let's move these to our trumpets instead. Let's chuck that on our violins. So we're just getting the main theme and then we're going to go in and add stuff. Alright, let's put in some bright chords now on top and just see. Maybe we can use our flutes and just see how this sounds. Alright, so I'm just going to layer this out now with our woodwinds. And just put in some chords just to fill it out and make it sound really nice and grand. starting point. Let's chuck these guys onto our, let's try our piccolo, an octave higher. Alright, now let's put these on our strings as well. So we're really just thickening up the orchestra now and filling in all the instruments. Alright, I'll bring these guys down an octave as well. Alright, now I'm going to put that main theme back on the horns and just see how this sounds. Now we'll put those also on our, what haven't we used? Get our clarinets. Let's see how it'll sound with an octave above as well. Now there's a counter melody in there, and it comes in on like the offbeat, which is nice. So let's try that. Now I'm hearing in there, bum bum bum. So for this one, we're doing a lot of chords, a lot of overlapping things, and it's sounding pretty nice. So every part of the orchestra now is playing, and we said earlier that we wanted to get that classical feel, and a good way to do that is using the woodwinds. Alright guys, I'm really happy with it. I'm going to give it a quick mix, and then we're going to have a listen to the final product. Thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun doing this one. If you'd like to see me do a tutorial of something else, just let me know in the comments. Also, if you'd like to see today's tutorial in a lot more detail and more depth, head over to my Patreon for the full-length tutorial as well as the session file template that you can use to create your own music. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video guys. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.